Aries, we're going to look at your your mirror tarot and see what you've got coming up. Now, this can be, like I said, it's like a you versus them, but it's kind of seeing if you've got any mirroring. So I'm hearing them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. But yeah, we're going to get on with your reading. Obviously, you can watch this as a Scorpio or an Aries or a Life Path 4 if you follow me in numerology. And if you don't get it, you'll need the gold tier there where I teach numerology. Okay, so let's see. Aries. Show me Aries energy of what they've got coming up this week, please. What's Aries energy that they've got coming up this week? So you got 7 of Wands, Aries, feeling very defensive against a childish, well, I don't know, a childish way of communicating. It could be with your child. Like if you've got kids, it might be with actually your children here. But it can also be, like I said, it can be Brian, Beth, Bethel, anybody's got B in the name. Brian, I'm also Brian, and Brian the Lion, something around Leo maybe, or Aquarius, Leo, Aquarian. But yeah, I'm feeling very defensive. This might be a very childish way of communicating with an adult, okay, or an actual child itself. Aries, show me what Aries has got coming up, please, for their mirroring tarot reading, please, for their mirroring tarot reading, because this will show you all your lessons and everything that's kind of going on, Aries. So there is discussions, there is talking, maybe clients, or you've got a lot of children on this one. I'm also hearing Clive, Claudia, anybody's got C in their name, CC, I know CC, but C, Claudia, Clive, yeah, also K is like Kevin, also hearing Kevin, Kev, Devi, let's see. But yeah, there's an energy here of having to protect myself from someone. Let's see. Show me the other person connected to Aries, please. Show me the other person connected to Aries. So yeah, you've got Scorpio or Aries. This could be your side here. Scorpio, Aries on this side here. And then also Libra possible here. So there's lying going on here. Like also very childish communication. This is kind of like, you know, someone that's lying, okay, lying in court, because it could be like Libra energy, having to go to court and the person's lying in court, spiritual or physical court, but being caught red-handed. I'm also hearing called out, cool hand Luke. But yeah, there's a blocked energy here, but there's an energy here that is lying in court. If any of you got to go, well, if you're indicative with a liar, there's someone, that's all I keep hearing. They're liar, liar, pants on fire. Keep lying. Okay, or a lion, Leo, Aquarian, but just lying about something. Well, that's all I keep hearing, and I'm trying to not pay attention to it. Not Pisces, 3. Just lying, lying, and lying, and lying. So are some of you going to court with maybe a Pisces or Leo or an Aquarian energy, and they're lying in court? Because this is hiding something, like not being able to speak or say something. This is saying it, but this is denying it. Or Devi, I hear the name Devi. But this is like denying the energy. Because it's kind of like blocking and protecting, but it's also lying against something that's fabricated here. Because this is like second-hand, like it's second-hand information. It means that I'm not revealing the truth. I'm actually lying about the truth. Or I can't see, or I'm failed to see something that's going on with me, and I'm not willing to compromise or look into that. Okay. So that energy here can mean true or false. Are they actually telling the truth, or are they lying? Do you know they're lying? Can you feel? Because this is like intuition. Use your intuition. Do you feel that someone's lying, or do you believe them? Okay. So that's all they keep giving me a message for. Lying. Lying in court, or lying about something. That's all I keep hearing. Lying, lying. One lie after another lie leads to another lie, leads to another lie. It's like selling out to someone here. It's a message that I keep getting. Because this is holding on to the truth. This energy here is like, I will hold on to this for until the end of time. Like I will take it to the grave. Like this is the grave site and the gravestone, right? and there's a lie, and I will take that to the grave, and I will not reveal who it is, why it is, or anything. I will never reveal it. I will always keep it to myself, and I will never tell anybody. So this could be a, oh wow, okay. So why is this a very heavy reading, Aries? So I'm hearing that there may have been some sort of like abuse, child abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, or something that's going on, but I'm hearing child energy here. And there is something that happened to me, and I will take this to the grave, and I will never speak about it. Or I will never speak about it again, or I'll never speak to you again. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son. Or your daughter or mother, or something going on around family. Jedi. But like, I will hold on to this forever, and I will never reveal what that is that went on. Ron? I don't know, something has gone on here in this energy that I can't seem to escape. Like, I can't seem to get away from someone. And I'm trying to get away with it. Like, they keep saying, like, the 7 here can be like a 7 of swords, right? It might even come up. But like, I'm trying to get away with something. And I'm trying not to reveal what that is. And I'm going to keep it to myself, and I'm never going to reveal what that lie is. That's very odd. Let's see. One thing that I do need to make sure for everybody, if a person has ADHD or mental health, you're not looking for an answer in tarot. I said this so many times last time for everybody. There isn't always a spiritual answer to things, why things happen. They can be bipolar, ADHD. Me, I have ADHD. A lot of you already know, right? So ADHD can also bring aggression, and it can also be very frustrating, right? Not being able to concentrate. Okay, so always make sure that when things go wrong in your relationships or partnerships, that it's not always a spiritual answer that you're looking for. Like, you're looking for an answer with a tarot card reader. If a tarot card reader is maybe saying to you, okay, this is not spiritual, the reason why this happens could be medical condition, okay, then look into medical condition. Like, your advice is spiritual, but your part to play in it or role to play in it is the fact that there's mental illness. Okay, if someone has mental illness and they're blamed for being mentally ill, there you go. You're blaming someone for having ADD or bipolar. It's, you know, I have it. I have ADHD. Okay, so I'm a very confusing person, right? Because I have ADHD. I always know that a person that has ADHD, they're always trying their best. They will always do what they can. They will always be doing their best. Okay, but if you guys are arguing constantly and you've never looked into the facts of maybe having mental illness, then probably when you do, you might realise that some of you have been blaming someone with mental illness. Okay. ADHD, it's happened to me quite recently. Okay. Why do you keep changing your mind? Why do you keep going back? Why do you keep doing all of these things? I have ADHD. Right? So, just to make sure everybody is 100% on that. Always make sure that you, your partner, your mother, your father, if they're willing to get checked up for mental illness. If they have it, it's very difficult to work with a person that has ADHD or bipolar in a relationship. Equivocal. Regardless of that, it's very difficult to work with anybody that has those conditions, because there are conditions to it, meaning it can only be on my terms when I can do that, because I'm mentally ill. I can't provide something for you that isn't there. It's dopamine. We spoke about this on my channel ages ago. People kept saying, what the fuck are you talking about? A future prediction that no one could see. Right? Mental illness has been coming up through the readings on Patreon, if any of you are over there, just recently quite a lot, where some have got mental illness, meaning ADHD, and the other people have got sabotage issues. And you've been given a soulmate where one has sabotage issues and codependent and like all that sort of stuff, and the other one has ADHD or bipolar, right? because you could come up with all of these energies of trying to fight someone's mental illness, fighting someone that doesn't see it that same way. They might not if they're mentally ill, right? But is that their fault that they're mentally ill? Would you go up to a hospital, someone that is mentally ill, and start wagging your finger at them and saying, you're mentally ill? Of course you wouldn't, right? So when things come to like my tarot, why would people do that to someone that has ADHD? Okay, I hope you feel good about yourselves. Just saying, Dave. Right, that's what my spirit says. But let's see. So, why does this side have the Seven of Wands? Because of sex. This is ADHD. Okay, if you're all squeamish and you're weird, then you're not going to like the channel of the truth. Why people don't like that, I've got no fucking idea. I'd rather speak truth than I would hide it in. Okay, so when you have ADHD, things with sex will also be very complicated because stats and statistics say that you'll either want it way too much and you want it all of the time or not enough for the partner. Because this is a dick. This is feeling passionate. This isn't. Okay. So, is it the person's fault? Not if they have ADD. Okay. So this is feeling really turned on and erotic, but why won't you do that, or why do you not want to do that? Because if a person has ADHD, I'm not sure if it's in bipolar, okay, the reward system of dopamine does not provide this, the reward for it, right? Doesn't give you that. It only gives you that when it's time for a person that has mental illness where their body and their chemistry does not work with the other person's chemistry. Their body clock, okay? Their body clock, their chemistry. It doesn't work in tandem. So their mind doesn't work in tandem and their body clock doesn't work in tandem. Okay? It's not a threesome. Okay? So it doesn't work in tandem. So if there are problems that are in the bedroom department, maybe with someone here, and they have ADHD, there's your answer. It's here. It's not spiritual. It's medical. It's a medical condition, not spiritual. It's not because the fucking Allah is in the placement of Saturn and Jupiter and everything else turning round, and that's the reason. No. The reason that spiritual is me telling you it, Scorpio, Aries, or Life Path 4, okay? The other, now, it's what do I do about that because the person has maybe mental illness that can't get turned on all of the time when I may or may not want that. When I want to reconcile, why will the other person keep denying me and running out on me? Because one could have abandonment issues and the other one could have ADHD or bipolar. So you've been given a right soulmate there to deal with, because this here ends up being an extremely childish way of communicating. Because one is willing to talk like an adult and the other one is willing to talk like a child. Because of why? Because of this. Because of a probable mental illness. I'm going to have to start ramming this home now because I've seen it so much in the tarot, but I just don't have... I'm not a fucking doctor. I actually said that. I am not a physician of a doctor. Right? So I can't help people out with that. I'm not a witch doctor or a doctor. It's not down to me. It's down to you or the other person. If you're doing something about that and someone has done something about it and they know about it and the other person's not prepared to work with the person because they have ADD, then what's the problem? Why all of this? Maybe because it's not a spiritual answer that you're looking for when you've got it. It's a medical one. Okay? So, why does this side have the Death card? Because of the paying back in energy of Saturn. So when we give in to temptation and we have a lot of things, that isn't God that's giving you that. That is the devil that gives you it. Because it's the ruling planet of Saturn. It takes and gives. It's a Capricorn energy-ish. Meaning winning or losing, lying or telling the truth. The Wheel of Fortune. The only thing that ever watch is the devil. Because the devil is what gives you stuff. It gives you money, mortgage, STDs, everything, right? So when people give in to temptation, they're actually giving in to the devil by receiving it all, giving it, like the devil is what gives you it, right? And also takes, okay? Because it relates to Adam and Eve. 6 and 6, Gemini, Capricorn, right? Not that it's here, but for me, this is the ruling planet of Capricorn. So it's either losing or winning because someone could be lying in court, or gambling and taking a risk and spending shitloads of money on the roulette wheel and lying the fact that they could be a gambling addict or maybe an addict as such. I don't know. I don't mind. Okay. But this is money. This is, I can't give you any more money because you keep spending it, because you keep gambling it, because you keep pissing it up the wall, right? Here. And there may be lying. This came up in another reading where one of my people, not all of you, actually gave me feedback on Discord and said, yes, I am dealing with a person that does have a gambling addict and they keep lying the fact that they're doing so. That reading is now on this side. Regardless of the star sign or placement, or fish, Pisces. Okay. So, for some of you, if there is an energy here that is to do with a relationship, and it's very difficult at this time, that's because someone may suffer through ADD and then they're not accepting the dick, or the other way around. Someone wants to sleep with someone, but they do not. They're not capable of doing that. Sevens can be my ADD card because 7 of Cups is paying attention to too many things. 7 of Swords, not paying attention to where I'm going. 5 of Swords, seeking someone's attention. Can't give you the attention that you're seeking. I'm not paying attention. Right? 7s can be that, right? In my book of knowledge, right? So, if someone is going through that, it's a very difficult time because they could be suffering from a mental illness. So it's not their fault. It's not spiritual, it's medical. Right, let's see. You need to get, when you're with a soulmate or a partner, man, y'all should know that much about each other that you've all tested for those kind of things. Because I'm also hearing an STD, okay, but that you've all tested for those sort of things, right? Mentally, physically, and, you know, ADD is so common now with a lot of people that are even undiscovered or unaware, which was the song during May, I'm Unaware by Alan Stone. I was unaware, because I wear underwear, but I was unaware, okay? I was unaware of the fact that they or I may have that. So I was completely oblivious. I was unaware. That's where the song kept coming up from. It's coming in segments now. The song that I did for you, song for you, or sang for you during May, if you've been watching me, it's been coming up in different readings where different segments of the song have been coming up through the readings. This one, I was completely unaware. Right? Or am I aware? But it's about someone's underwear. Yeah. The fuck is it about this underwear? I sell underwear. Do you? Good for you. What is the Page of Cups? Why is the Page of Cups here for? So, the Knight of Swords. Clients, people, children, speaking or willing to speak. This is coming in really quickly to try and talk to someone that isn't prepared to listen. This is like, bing. Oh, I know that you've sent a message. I may not answer it. When I've got time, I might. So where's your partner? At work, more than likely. Right? So, what is this Knight of Cups? 2. Undecided. I don't know which one to pick from. Now, if there is any of you out there that are in a third party situation, and these are people that this person cannot seem to choose from, they're hiding the fact that they have different options of people, because they're on this side that they may or may not be talking to. I want to talk to this one, but they might not want to talk. So I'm decided to maybe talk with the one that does. Okay, it's like a weird paradox, sort of like, are they talking to someone else? Maybe. Yeah. But it can be a friend, it can be a client, whichever way around it is. It doesn't have to be love, it can be platonic, right? It can even be a gin and tonic. Someone could even be drinking all the time. What is the Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles. Sorry, the Four of Pentacles. Why does this person have the Four of Pentacles? Told you, Seven of Swords. So, attention, deficit, disorder. You're not paying attention. Where are you going, Dave? No. Why is that? Because I could have attention deficit disorder. So why am I carrying Five of Swords? Because Five of Swords means I'm trying to get your attention and play games and wondering why you're not giving me any attention. But if one of you has attention deficit disorder and the other one has sabotage and abandonment issues, you're in a fucking world of hate with the soulmate that Spirit has given you. Because one will try to sabotage the relationship when it's going well, blame the energy of the person not staying around in relationships long enough to put up with sabotage. But sabotage, when in deep-seated sabotage mode, will sabotage a relationship until it's sabotaged. When it's sabotaged, they will blame the other person for leaving, but that is what a person sets out to do when they sabotage, is to physically get the other person's attention on them. And when they can't give them that attention because they have attention deficit disorder, the other person starts to fear and panic that they might be sleeping with someone else. Who are you giving attention to if not me? If the person is blatantly fucking innocent, they're being blamed for shit that may not even be going on. If one of them on another side has a Five of Swords or a Five of Wands or a Sag or a Taurus or a Life Path 5 placement maybe, has sabotage issues, to wonder why a person left or may leave. But I don't want you to, but I'm making you to. Right? So what's going on with this person? Well, they have ADD. So what is that? Not spiritual. What is it? Medical. Does this person know? Like me? Yes. Scorpio Aries placements. Scorpio Aries placements. 3 of these and 3 Aries. Right? Libra and Vedic, Life Path 7. I'm not just trying to talk about myself, but I'm telling you. Why people do not like me actually telling you the truth and putting it out there and saying, look, I don't give a fuck. This is my life. This is who I am. Got to own it. I have ADD. Big deal. Right? But again, is it true? Yes. Am I lying? No. Does my relationship keep going in and out and backwards and forwards? Yes, it does. Why? Because that's my karma. Right? But have I ever lied to anybody? No. I've always told the truth. I've shown you, told you. Never lied. What, do you prefer people that lie? Or actually tell you the truth, whether you agree or not? People that are all blaming me online. Do you want me to actually lie to people or actually tell you the fucking truth? Me, I'd rather a good dose of truth, me. Right? But it's up to you whether you want to learn or not. People have their own karma. They could have ADD. People are blaming someone for having mental health issues. Why do you keep doing what you're doing? Because I have ADD. Do you? No. Do you know what it's like? No. Right? Now, is that a channel message, or is that true, or is it false? So tell me more about what the High Priestess is here for. The Fool. I might as well just go it alone and go on my own. If you don't want to come out and you don't want me to take you out and you're not happy with me taking you out, I'll go on my own. Okay. But you're not going to stay around long enough to keep putting up with me telling you this. So, I am who I am. I don't change. I do my best. A person... Hands up, any of you out there with ADD. Anybody with ADD does their best. They are who they are because it's what they have. You can't change something that's medical. You can change things like, can you come and pick me up? Yeah, I can do that if I've got time. Yeah, of course I can. Can you change and rearrange your date that you've got for me? Oh, yeah, I could probably do that if I could just rearrange your date. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, can you change the fact that you got ADD? How the fuck do I do that? Well, get medical help. Well, okay, well, if you're in the UK, that's 2 years. Okay, but if you do get medical help, will that really help? Not really, no, because I will still have ADD. I will still have bipolar. Okay, so there are certain things in life, Aries or Scorpio or life path 4, that some people can't change. They can't change it about themselves because that's who they are. That's the person. So what's the problem? This person being the problem of being who they are, persecuting people for being who they are. So this person has a lot of things going on with them here. Okay, because they seem to be running into a brick wall everywhere they go. It always ends up that they always end up like having to block something out that keeps coming at them all the time. I'm constantly having to defend myself here. Always having to defend, because this is a defending energy. There could be a sex offender here, but that like I'm having to defend myself and defend myself by everybody that keeps coming at me. A person wouldn't block people out for nothing. Okay. Because there's a bipolar energy here that's also spiritual, which means 4s. Okay. So if you've got like a life path 5, Taurus or Sag, you're going to be on the opposite end. But tell me more about what this 7 of Wands is here for. I told you. You could both have attention deficit disorder. Focus. Okay, I can't seem to find focus because there's too many things for me to cope with. I can't see straight. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to focus, but you keep distracting me by all of this hornet's nest stuff. Paranoia, believing that I may or may not have someone else. But if you do know, then why are you still with them if they're actually with someone else? It's no one else's fault, right? But like, this is, again, it's attention. I'm a life path 7, so I'm going to have that. Attention deficit disorder. Okay. I've got too much things to think about. I'm trying to focus. But you keep blaming me for trying to focus. But why are you not focusing on me? Because I have fucking ADD, Dave. Now, this could be going on with your children and you're completely unaware that your kids have it. Attention deficit disorder or bipolar, you might be completely oblivious and you don't even know. Right? You might even have it yourself or this other person and they don't even know. They're not even prepared to look at it. You know? I rammed this home quite a while in my readings a while ago. And then the messages obviously just disappeared. But they've now all come back again. Like it's you know. I find it very difficult to concentrate me when I have ADD like I do. It's just in general fucking life, man. When I stand up and walk around this room, I'm completely lost. My head's just up my arse. It doesn't work properly. It doesn't work like everybody else's works. Like it really don't. Tell me more about what this Page of Cups is. Well, no, it's an opportunity. I want to know more about the 7 of Cups. 6, Gemini or Capricorn. Energy here. There's an energy of willing to compromise here, but there's such an energy that this person may or may not believe this person's that stubborn that they won't give in. But that could also just be their chart. But there's a mixture of energy of the channeled stuff and the actual stuff here. Because, like, if this side here does have mental illness or any kind of situation, and this side does, it's going to cause a lot of conflict, but I can't keep looking into it because I don't clarify all of the cards when I'm on here. This is just a free one. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. It's a Piscean energy, probably. What's the Knight of Swords? Is a life path 7 or Cancerian. You've kind of got mixed energy now waiting on someone to just react in a certain way. Willing to compromise and invest into the relationship, but there are dynamics. Because this person here could be trying to contend with like children, like they're a single mum and they're on their own and they're kind of like waiting for some sort of answer with a metaphysical connection that they've got maybe with this side, but this side's not even willing to like open up either. They're just closed off. Like, I'm had enough, Dave. I can't keep fucking taking all of this shit. I've had enough. Right? So I don't know. I think there's mixed messages there that are coming from both sides, really is. Like, you know, if you and a person that you have conflict with has any placement of 4, like a life path 4, a Scorpio or an Aries, and anyone in your life has that also, they will come up in this same reading, meaning they'll be on this side and this side. And it'll be a very difficult reading to figure out who the fuck it is. So you just kind of have to like listen to the story. Okay. So that's what I've got for you. There's free, Aries. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. If you want to join Patreon, that link is below. You'll need a silver or gold tier. And that is all of your weekly readings. They're constantly being done over there all of the time. So there's quite a few to catch up on if you haven't, because I'm doing them a lot now. So they're all on Patreon. Whatever it is that I have time to do will come out on here, because I'm a very busy person. So whatever I can do for YouTube free is just when I can do it free. But everybody that pays always gets priority. So if you want Patreon, that link is below, and that'll give you the answers to everything, because it's a different kind of spread. Okay? So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. All links are provided below. Thanks very much. See you soon.